Well, today is going to be a fall cleanup day. You can see all the leaves still on the ground here. It's not as bad as what it's been because I've been maintaining it all fall long here. But yeah, I'll get the mower out, get this all picked up hopefully. So over here on the side yard, I have this hickory and a couple sycamores right here. And man, do they hold leaves so late into the fall. So they'll fall here shortly and the leaves are just ginormous on the ground. So the plan will be to blow them up and around and onto the driveway where I can mulch them up and make them more of like a fine powder. But yeah, I'm gonna work on this today too. Look at the size of these sycamore leaves. Holy smokes. I mean, it's the size of my hand. It's probably the size of my face. Look at this thing. That thing's huge. That's what I'm dealing with today. In terms of leaves that I still have up there in the backyard, I don't have too many. You can see up there in the trees, they're pretty clear, so it's looking pretty good in the back here. Yeah, over here on the other side of my house, trees are looking pretty bare. And if I walk around this way, you'll notice that up towards the front, it's looking pretty good until you get over towards those sycamores. And you'll see they're still holding on. So should be able to knock these out pretty quick today. And that's the goal. So I plan to blow everything up here onto the driveway, everything on this side onto the driveway, and then mulch it all up. All right, before I get out there and mow today, I'm gonna sharpen my blades and just check the air pressure and my deck levelness to make sure everything's good. I have been mulching up a lot of leaves this fall, so I need to make sure I get those sharp. Let's get to sharpening my blades real quick. Safety first. So real quick before I put them back on the mower, we'll just check to make sure I didn't take too much off one side over another. So that one looks good. That one looks good. So we're ready to go back on. I'm going to start with leaf blowing first. The mower wouldn't have an issue picking those up the way they're sitting right now, but I don't want to be driving over the yard 50 times with all the new grass and wet, turf, so I don't want to tear it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow it all up onto the driveway from the front, then I'm going to mulch it down, and then I'll suck it up with the vacuum bagger after that. Got one side knocked out, all blown on. Now I got to work on all of this over here and getting it up to here so I can mulch. It only took about 5 minutes to get that down, but that was downhill. It was into the wind, but it wasn't too bad. So currently I've blown out all the leaves from this side into the woods. Now I need to start working the leaves that you see are just over my shoulder here, right there. I need to start working them up towards the driveway. So should be fun. Got to keep going. Next step is to mulch them up and then bag them. So it's going to take a little bit of time, but we'll get rolling here shortly. This is what the front yard looks like with no leaves on it. That's what the side yard looks like. Not too bad. Look at this long line of leaves I got to mulch up though. And just imagine, had I kept driving on that grass, I would have tore it up. Trying to get these leaves all mulched up properly. But you're about to see how beautiful this is. All right, it's pretty easy to get the mulch kit on this thing. Just got to unlatch right there and then unlatch right there. And then this tube will slide right off. And then I do the opposite, put it back on. As I'm mulching, you'll notice that I'll back up often to get the leaves out from underneath the front here. The reason being, that's my exhaust. And I don't want leaves sitting up in there too long because I don't want to start a fire and burn the good old Husqvarna down. So I'm gonna get started here. So you'll notice I'll be mulching it first, and then I'll switch back into the bagging kit, which then I'll pick up all the leaves once I get them into fine powder. All right, so just like that, I'm ready to go. And you'll also notice that I'll, periodically as I keep going, I will lower the deck height over and over and over again until basically I'm just sucking up the ground at about a 2 on the driveway. But this driveway will be completely cleared off by the time I'm done. So I always forget how dusty that gets. But now I have to blow everything to the center. So that's all kind of consolidated right back here. Once I have it consolidated, I can get the bagger back on and start bagging. So step one done. I need to start wearing a mask. All right, so this is what I'm talking about when you mulch it up. Almost all those leaves. I probably have to do this 2 more times. If I would have just tried to bag them in the yard. I mean, look at that for real. Nothing. I'm only gonna have to dump it twice. Look at all the leaves. Gone. So after a second leaf pickup on the driveway, literally the driveway is clear. But check how much is actually in the hopper. That's all I have in my second pickup. So all those leaves and barely any space out here in the woods. It's great. Look at this driveway. What a difference. And this is so clean, guys. Makes me so happy. Oh, you see this? Oh man, I must have missed it a few weeks ago. I was throwing down some humic DG and apparently I didn't blow it off right there. Those are good spots though. I can live with those. All right, getting too dark here to continue videoing, but all the leaves are picked up at this point. It's pretty impressive that only took 2 mulching trips on the driveway to get all those leaves. So I'm pretty pleased with that. In terms of a striping video, I'll have to do that tomorrow. Stay tuned, be looking for that video. Hit subscribe, like this, leave comment down below. Catch you later.